Hello. So today we are going to do a very basic workout with some dumbbells, okay? So you need to choose your weights wisely. Bigger weights for the legs, lighter weights maybe for the arms and shoulders and triceps and things like that, yeah? And you know, beginners on here, don't even use any weights. Use a couple of cans, use some bottles. So I wanted to do this for some of the beginners in the new year and that as well, so you can get a good understanding of form in lunges and squats and deadlifts and stuff. And then as you start to build, you can build on that extra weight. Now today for extra weight, I have put my little 1 kilo weights around my ankles. I got them a couple of years ago in Home Bargains. So get in there in January, these were about a £5. Now if you're thinking of going up in weight, maybe from 5k to 6k, these are a really good option for your legs. If you think my legs can probably take a bit heavier. So I can keep to my 5k if I feel like going up to 6, but adding this one on each leg kind of takes that up to 6 on your legs, yeah? So I'll let you know at the end how it goes, because it's the first time I've worn them for an actual workout. I used to walk in them a lot, but I've never worn them for a workout. So we'll see. Okay, we're going to do a very basic warm-up. You're going to put your heel down in front and your toe up, and we reach up and down, up and down. Now, let me talk about the warm-up. The reason we warm up is to not get injured or to alleviate injury in the workout. 2 more, 1 more. And the stretches on your warm-up need to be moving stretches. Other leg, yeah? Now I don't want you to just do this like I see some people do. I want you to stretch up and rock back. Now I want you to feel that stretch underneath that front leg in this hamstring, yeah? The other reason we need to warm up is to get our bodies warm before we start picking weights up. 2 more. Sit back, stretch under. Good, so that stretched the hamstrings out. Now I want you to move and kick your leg to your butt, and at the same time, bring the arms in and squeeze your back, yeah? So we need to get all the synovial fluid that is around our body. We need to get that moving around. So that's another reason why we warm up, because the synovial fluid will now start getting round your joints, all these joints, a little bit stiff in the morning sometimes. Hold that wide and reach up side to side. And that synovial fluid will get round those joints and help your joints move better. Okay? The other reason is we need to mobilise the body, get it moving, before we put it under too much pressure. Okay? So we're going to circle the arms, and you're going to think about your shoulder blades going up, down and back. So we're warming through all these muscles, yeah? 2 more. 1 more. Bring your feet closer and give me some mobility of the right shoulder. Other arm. Take it back, back, back. Good. Now you're going to cross your arms and hug around your legs. Now pull open your shoulder blades and then flatten your bottom, your back, stick your bottom out, lift your chin. So now we're mobilising through the spine here, yeah? You curve it, you extend it, yeah? Extension and flexion of the spine, yeah? Good. Nice. 1 more. Yes, now we're just going to go on our hands and knees. And we're going to round that spine again and flatten it. Chin up. We're going to take 1 arm under and then come up. We'll take the other arm under and then come up. We're going to tuck our toes. We're going to push our bottom up. Now we're going to walk through the heels, so we're stretching out your calves, yeah?
Now, just because you're warming up doesn't mean to say that you leave the rest of the body alone. I want you to scoop up your abs. I want you to push your shoulders down. Okay, put both heels down, bend your knees, roll up, give me one leg forward, now rock and come back. Rock, now we're really opening the hips up, yeah? Come back, rock it. Even just doing this gets your body moving. Change legs first thing before you work out, yeah? Or even first thing in the morning is what I was going to say. And it doesn't take long to get everything warm and moving. One more. Well done. Okay, hands down, tuck your toes, roll up, walk the hands in, drop the head nice and heavy, get more stretch in the calves, the hamstrings, the glutes. Now roll up through the spine, mobilising that spine. Now all that's left is to mobilise the spine in rotation, because the spine's gone side to side, it's gone forward and up. Now we rotate it. Lovely, brilliant, that's it. Now we'll get started. So pick up 2 dumbbells and we're going to start with lunges, okay? 2 dumbbells. Now when you do a lunge, the leg doesn't go right behind the other foot. Doesn't go like that. You have a track for each leg. So I need to be seeing that back foot, yeah? You can see my back foot. Now if I did that, that would be wrong, yeah? Okay, we're going to go here, 2 weights. Now, I want the back leg so far away that when you lunge, your knee is under the hip. Down, join in with me when you can, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up. Now at the end of this, if you haven't felt your muscles think, oh yes, I now know this is working, it's getting tougher. If it's not getting any tougher, that does mean you are going to have heavier weights, because you really want to be putting these muscles under resistance. You got one more, and down, lovely. Okay, other leg. So 1 track for each leg. Make sure, look in the mirror, down and up, make sure that knee is under the hip. Anyone who has slightly lower back issues, lumbar spine, okay, it doesn't matter if you ever so slightly dip forward with your weight. Not too much, but a slight dip forward, holding those abs in, yeah? So what I mean is I don't want you to lean back and then put more pressure on that lumbar spine. Pull those abs in, keep everything active. 1 more. Down. Good. Now I can feel my legs know they're working out, yeah? Okay? It's not like I couldn't do the last one, but that's how you need to feel. Put them 5Ks down. I'm now going to pick up 4s for my shoulders. Alright? Now I'm not telling you to use 5s for the legs, 4 for the shoulders. I'm explaining what I use, and then it's up to you how you go from there, and you can see and get the feeling of what I use, yeah? Now I'm going to place those on my shoulders like this, and we're doing basic shoulder press. Up and down, up and down. Good. Now soften the backs of your knees, pull your belly button towards your spine. Breathe out as you push up, out, yeah? Good. And lift. Nice. And press. Good. Press. Try not to use the legs. Try and just keep those still and soft, yeah? Breathe out. 3 more. 3 and 2 and 1. Well done. And even if you're only starting with 2 bottles of light water, that is fine. You've got to start somewhere, yeah? Okay? Right. I'm picking back up my 5s. I've got my 1 kilos on my ankles, yeah? Now I'm putting my feet hip distance apart, shoulder width apart, sorry. Not hip, shoulder. Okay, pulling abs in,
Lift your pelvic floor. We're going to go into some squats, yeah? Let's go. It goes down, down, up, up. Now when you squat, you're trying not to move your knees too much. Okay, see lots of this out there. That's not right. You want to sit back and up. So it's like sitting on the tiniest stool behind you, yeah? You want to try and keep the chin slightly nodded as you go down. And you want to keep the chest as high as you can. Good. Because I also see this, that. Don't want to see that. We want to see a low bottom on a really tiny stool behind you. Digging your heels in. Down and up and down. Now you want to be putting the weight into your heels. You want to be pulling the belly button in towards the spine. Good. Take it down. 3 more to go. 3 and up and 2. Watch your knees don't come in or out. 1. Well done. That's good. More arms. Okay, so these ones are called around the world, and we take our weights and we go all the way round. So I'm actually going to use 3s for this. Okay. Now I possibly could use more, but today, because I'm going through form and stuff, I want to be with you. I don't want to be struggling myself. Okay, but I want you to feel this by the end. Now turn your toes out, bend your knees a little bit, hands facing me, yeah? It goes up, together, round and down. Up, together, round and down. Now if you ever find you need to lean back or you need to use your legs, then that is heavy enough for you, yeah? Up and down. Pull your abs in towards your spine. We want the whole, as much as the body, active as we can, yeah? Good. Even though we're working our arms, like to pull the belly button in and lift the pelvic floor. So we're training those abs to pull in, and we're training that pelvic floor to be a little bit stronger. Yeah, you don't have to pull it up very far. Just switch it on, pull it up. Good. And lift. Good. Now you should be feeling this by now. We've done 15 reps. We're going to do 5 more. And at any time it gets too much, go to a single arm. You can do it 1 arm at a time. Much easier. But you've still got to try and challenge your body at the same time. Lift and lower. Last one. Yes. Well done. Good. Excellent. Now we're going back to legs, and we're going to do some curtsy lunges. Okay? Right, so with curtsy lunges, the front leg on a lunge is ever so slightly, the toe turned out, maybe to like 11 o'clock on your clock, or 1 o'clock, whichever way you're facing. Okay? And the other leg the same. Now we are going to cross this one behind, and the knees should go out as you bend. Slow. Down, up, down and up. So you can see, instead of a parallel lunge, my knees are now going out and my toes are ever so slightly turned out. Because when you have a parallel foot and you're trying to do a curtsy, sometimes you can twist the knee. And we don't want that. We want nice strong joints, yeah? And up and down and up. Good. Down and up. Pull those abs in. Got to set those shoulders right down your back. Good. Down. Lift that pelvic floor, and don't forget to breathe. Woo! You breathe out on the hardest bit of the exercise for you. I'm finding that on this push up is the hardest, so I would breathe out. 1 more. Woo! Yes. Well done. Change over. Okay. Front toe is turned out, as you can see. Back toe is right behind me, also turned out. Go. Down. Up. So knees push out over the middle toe. Yeah?
Try not to twist that front knee. And down, up, down, up. Come on, pull those abs in. Breathe out as you push up. Woo! Down, up, good. Down. Working into slightly different muscles to what we did with our parallel lunge. Yeah? Lots of muscles we've got to use in those legs. We've got to get them all in. Good. Down. That's it. They're done. Well done. Okay. Pick up lighter ones for triceps. We're going to do tricep contractions and extensions, yeah? Okay. Going back to my fours. Right, position here. Feet only hip distance apart. Okay, under your hips. You bend your knees, you stick your bottom out, you keep your back flat, and then you bring that weight to the bottom rib and the hip. So my thumbs are actually on my hip bones, yeah? And I want them to always come back to that position. Bottoms out, let's go. Out, in, out, in, out, in. So as you push out, that tricep contracts. As you bring it in, you're stretching it out, yeah? Out, in, out. 10 to go, 10. 9, keep it nice and strong. Breathe out. Good. 6, no swinging those weights. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Now we're going to do more of those, so I want you to put one down. Okay, hold one like this. Take it up above the head, behind, up. Now when you put it behind the head, I want you to hide it behind the head. Don't want to be able to see it, yeah? Down, up, down, up, down. Also, don't want you to arch your back like this. I want you to tuck your pelvis under, bring the pubic bone towards the belly button, and keep those triceps working. Now you should start to feel this in the triceps. 8, 7, don't arch your back, pull that belly button in, breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, well done. Good. Should have felt out the backs of those arms. Bingo wings, as we sometimes call them. We don't want them anymore. Good. Right, now the next thing is deadlifts. Now I don't know why, but a lot of people seem to be scared of a deadlift. I don't know why, because it's a great move. Like, oh, I can't get my form. Yes, you can, okay? But with a deadlift, your arms do not lift the weight. The backs of your legs, your glutes and your lower back and your lats do, yeah? They lift the weight. So this weight needs to be quite heavy. All right, now I'm not going really heavy. These two weights are 7.5 each. I'm not going really heavy. I mean, people at the gym lift very heavy bars, don't they? But I don't think they do 3 sets of 12 weights, 12 reps or anything. Okay, so I want your feet like this, close together, but maybe 3 inches apart, yeah? I want your thumbs on your thighs, and I want your bottoms sticking out and back. Now, shoulder blades down. We engage the lats at the bottom of our shoulder blades, and we push those down. We go down the shins, then we come up to standing, but my knees at the back are still soft. Take it down, flat back, bring it up. Take it down, bring it up. Good. So this move is designed to work the whole of your posterior chain. You're just dangling those weights down, digging your heels in at the bottom, so the whole of the posterior of your body, from the lower part of your shoulder blades, lats, lumbar spine, glutes, hamstrings, yeah, backs of the knees, they are all picking this weight up, not your arms. Dig in, pull your abs in at the top, all the way up, good. Down, all the way up, good. Down you go, Now you've got to keep that back flat. Look in your mirror, record yourself doing this. Is your back solid flat like your worktop flat? I don't mean flat as in there, I mean straight. Are you in a straight line with that spine, yeah? Be on a diagonal line, not a worktop line is what I mean. Down, you've got 2 more, yeah? Send your hips back. Good, 1 more. Take it down. And actually, let's do 2 more. We'll make it 2 sets in 1 go. Up and down and lift. So the backs of your legs, your glutes should have slightly felt that, or really felt it if you went really heavy. So that's probably what you need your heavier weights for. Right, we're now going to go bicep curls, and at the same time we'll work into the calves and we'll do a little rise. So keep the feet apart, turn the palms out, slowly rise up, bicep curl, down, down, rise up. So we're working the calves, we're holding extra weight, yeah? It's not just a calf raise with your body weight, you've got some extra weight. Down, and up, and down, good. Pull the belly button in, lift the pelvic floor, lift, and lower, and lift, and lower, nice. Up, now your elbows need to be in tight to the sides, up. Extend them all the way down to the legs, pick them up. Yeah, big range of movement in those biceps, and down. Up. This is what I see sometimes when people stop there and they don't go all the way to the shoulder. Imagine that tiny movement the biceps getting. I want to get a big range of movement, yeah? Down, you've got 3 more. Up, up, down, down, 2 more. Up, up, and down, down, 1 more. Up, up, and down. Now keep down and go right arm, left arm. Now try to keep those elbows in tight, okay? This class today is all about basic form, yeah? So if you come out of basic form and your arms start doing this and swinging, you've done enough, because you need to keep good form to make the muscles work well, yeah? Get those exercises in, lift. Try not to round the back here, yeah? Try and stand up tall, yeah? Lift, up, good, up, and up, nice. 10, 9, should be feeling something in those biceps, yeah? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, good. Don't forget, it doesn't matter what you're lifting, doesn't matter what everyone else is lifting, it's your body. You lift what is good for you, yeah? Okay, we're going to finish on 2 more, 1 for the legs, 1 for the back, and then we're going to hit the mats, okay? So we're now about to do a side lunge. So you want to go quite heavy again. Actually, you need two more exercises. I want to do glute standing. So you're now about to hit the glutes and the legs as well, top of the legs as well. So these need to be quite heavy, yeah? Now I'm just going to stick to going one way for 12 reps on each leg, yeah? Okay, we're going down and up and down and together. So you step wide with a bent leg and you keep one leg straight. Now you see my back is on an angle and I'm sticking my bottom out, yeah? Up. Keep your back flat, bend your knee, but keep the other leg straight. You've got 4 and up. Now try and nod the chin so your spine stays in a straight line. Pull those abs in because you have to. 1 more. Yes. You will feel when you're in that position that when you push off, if you pull your abs in, they'll stabilise the move, yeah? Abs look after everything. Right,
After 4, 3, 2, we're going the other way. Down, together. Stick the bottom out, keep one leg straight. Bend into that moving leg. Sit your hips back, keeping your back straight. Don't round it here. That'll pull on your back. Won't feel very nice. Good. Keep it strong. Keep those shoulder blades down. Pull those abs in. You've got 4, and up, and 3, and up, and 2, and up, and 1, and up. Well done. Very good. Okay, we're going flies for your back now. So I'm going back to my 4s. If you've got them heavier than me, that's fine too. You haven't got to stick with what I'm doing. I just let you know for a, basic reason really. Feet are forward. There. Face you first. Hips go back. Weights are coming here in line with your tummy. Okay? Straight back. Now squeeze it. Back. In. Back. In. When I say squeeze it, I mean the back. Up. Down. Squeeze it. Squeeze it. Up. Come on. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Good. Right, our last set standing is going to be for our glutes. Glutes are big muscles. We've got glute maximus, glute medius, glute minimus, okay? 3 muscles. Obviously max is the biggest. That's what we're going to work, all those 3. Okay, so we want heavy weights. You want heavies. I want the feet wide but facing forward. You can slightly turn this out if you want to. Okay, weights together. Down slow, tap the dumbbells. Tap it at the back of the dumbbell, there. Down and up. Shoulders down. Now, I don't want you to do this. There. Okay, I want you to bend your knees, sit back and up, keeping that back long. Down. I think these basic big classes, big exercises, are good for us all, to be honest. Even some of you that have been with me for years, it's nice to take it back to basics and think about form. Yeah? Good form alleviates injuries, works exactly the muscles that we should be working, and lift. Down and lift. Good. Down. Gonna do 5 more. 5. Up. 4. Up. 3. Up. 2. Up. 1 more. Squeeze. Well done. Good. Right, now we're going to put those weights down. You can get your mat out and we'll go on the floor. All right. We're down to a 10-minute timer on the Zoom, but not on live. Okay. So we've got 10 more minutes and then we're going to stretch. Now I'm going to work chest first. Okay. If any of you do happen to have a gym bench or a high bench you could possibly lay on to drop those elbows down, even an old-fashioned step, we used to do step aerobics. If you've got one of those that you can make higher and lay on that, it's great that you can put your elbows down a bit deeper, get a bigger range of movement through the chest. Elbows out. Now make sure your back is down. Tilt your pelvis slightly. Yeah? Push it up and bring the elbows down. Up and down. So if you can go on a bench or on a step aerobic step, I don't mean a step as in a stair step, up, down, up. If you can do that, these weights can then be dropped to your armpits
and you'll get a bigger range of movement. Okay, although we're working the chest here, we want the weights to come above the heart. We're still working the biceps and shoulders as well. Lift up and lower. Lift up. Now you can go heavy on these because pectorals and chest muscles are big muscles, and we're bringing in biceps and shoulders so they can take heavier. When I say tilt the pelvis, bring the pubic bone towards the belly button, yeah? Tilt it so your whole back goes into the mat. Good. And press. And lower. You've got 5 to go. 5. Good. Above the heart. 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Well done. Put those down. Hug the knees in. Just round that spine a bit. Circle the hips round. Then go the other way. Lovely, well done. Okay, hug your knees in and roll up. Good. Okay. Right, let's have a slightly lighter weight. Let's have one weight so we can do some abs with a weight. Now for you beginners out there, I suggest you don't use a weight for abs yet. I'd suggest you give yourself a few weeks of getting the basics just right, yeah? Okay, we're going to bring the weight into the chest. Now get the knees over the hips. Don't bring the knees over the tummy. I want the knees over the hips. The weight up above your heart. Now tap the right and tap the left. Tap the right, tap the left. Tap it. Now we're going to send the weight over, up, over, up, over the head, up, over the head. Beginners, I'd like you to do this. Just hold your arms above the shoulders and don't take a weight above your head. I want you to practice closing the ribs down, okay, getting the belly button down so your back stays down. If you feel your back's coming off a little bit, you could raise your head and shoulders off and that will help put it down. We're still going over the head and up. Over the head and up. For 2 more. And up. Last one. Well done. Good. Bring that down. Good. Now bring the knees in a little bit. Now keep the weight where it is and bring the head and shoulders off the floor. You're in a little ball there, yeah? Now the right leg goes out and then you change it for the left leg. Bit quicker. Right, left, right. Push the weight up. Beginners, you can do it with no weight. Good. Lift. Up. Beginners, if you haven't got a weight, you can always put the hands behind your head to help the neck not from aching. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Good. Hugging. And roll up. Got that, yes? That was very good. Right, okay, now we're going to go for lower abs, turning over. Now we're going to go on our elbows. Beginners, I'm going to get you to put your knees down in a minute, but I want you to tuck your toes and I want you to lengthen your legs. Now, bring the pubic bone towards the belly button. Okay? Now send the bottom away. Now tuck and bring the pubic bone towards the belly button. And then send the bottom away. Then tuck. And release. And tuck. Now beginners, you might feel this is hurting by now. So just put your knees down. Keep in this position. But everyone else, keep tucking and sending the bottom away. Tuck it, send the bottom away. You should be feeling this because it's a lovely strong move. 4 more and out. And 3 more and out. And 2 more and out. Last one. Under. Woo! You should have felt that. Now come onto your hands and knees and round the spine and drop the head. Open the shoulder blades up. Now flatten the back and lift the chin. Very nice, good. Okay, come up onto your knees. Let's have a shoulder stretch. So, any of you out there that want more than that, I mean obviously there's other classes on this app, you want more, just do that again, yeah? Or do the leg part again, or do the upper body again, yeah? Because we did between 12 and 20 reps on each exercise. Stretch out your triceps. And you could always just pause, go back and repeat the first section again. So you just get those legs done and you get another rep on the legs done. But there are more classes on the app here for lower body and upper body. I've got a 20-minute lower body and a 20-minute upper body, which is great. Okay, circle the arms around. Good. Okay, let's bring one leg forward and push the hips forward. And for all you ladies out there, or gents, about my ankle weights, they were fine, they were pretty good. I didn't even really feel like I had them on today, if I'm honest, because you're not holding them, are you? So if you fancy getting some, might be a good idea. Hands down, tuck the toe, lengthen. And they aren't actually really good to walk in. I think they work probably a little bit better for me when I'm walking, because you're picking them up all the time, aren't you? They'll be good for Pilates with weights because they were quite good for the abs laid down there. Hands down, tuck the toes, lengthen. Just have a look about, even have a look on Amazon and B&M and stores like that. And Aldi always have a middle section, don't they? Lovely. Okay, hands down, tuck your toes. We got a workout in Zoomers on Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve here today. So if you're doing this later when it's recorded, I hope you had a lovely Christmas in 2025. Drop the head, scoop up the abs, and roll up. Lovely. Okay, big deep breath in. Breathe out, bend your knees, breathe in, hands, heart, done. And well done for coming on Christmas Eve, audio on Zoom, and well done for press and play. Thank you.